Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos and welcome to Saffron City where the Saffron Psychics are hosting the Malie Draconids. Draconids are going to start out with Dramper and Haxorus, whereas the Psychics are going to start out with Mr. Rhyme and Slowking. Saffron Psychics are looking to get their first win of the season. Let us know in the comments below if you think that'll be today or if you think the Malie Draconids are going to win. Haxorus is starting out for the Draconids and it's going to go with a Fairy Lock. Haxorus has an unbelievably powerful 147 base attack, so it can do some real physical damage. Mr. Rhyme now. Gonna go with a Seismic Toss. If it goes for Dramper, you have to think it's gonna be super effective. And a very good hit on the Dragon normal type. Just regular damage though. Dramper though gonna respond with a Teleport, so it's actually gonna go back to the bench. So we're gonna see the third Pokemon come out for the Malie Draconids. And it's actually going to be Appleton coming onto the field with his 100 special attack and 110 HP. Slowking now. Going to go with an Aurora Veil, but unfortunately it's going to fail. As always, this is a 6-on-6 Metronome battle. And if we hit that 20-minute time limit, we will go into single battle overtime. Haxorus now. Going to go with a Shift Gear. So it's just going to boost its stats. Raising that speed, although it already is the quickest Pokemon on the field, also raising that attack stat that already previously mentioned. Very impressive attack stat. Mud Slap now coming from Mr. Rhyme, going straight for Appleton. Not going to be very effective though. However, it is going to lower Appleton's accuracy. Mr. Rhyme has that 110 base special attack. A Fury Dance now coming from Slowking. Surely it's going to want to go for Appleton. Instead goes for Haxorus, so it's not very effective on the Dragon type Pokemon. Appleton, gonna go with Crabhammer, but Mr. Rhyme avoids the attack. Slowking has that 100 special attack, 110 special defense. Get a round now coming from Haxorus, targeting Slowking. Not much damage being done there to Slowking, however. A block coming from Mr. Rhyme, so to prevent Appleton from going back to the party. Appleton, however, responds with a Misty Terrain. This actually won't benefit the Malie Draconids as it's going to lower their Dragon type attacks. This will also prevent any Pokemon from receiving any status conditions like being put to sleep or being poisoned. Get a Tail Slap now coming from Slowking. Go straight for Haxorus. Hits twice. Only gets twice. So not a great deal of offensive damage being done so far in the battle. Haxorus now. It's going to go with that dual Wing Beat. So now it's going to hit multiple times. Those two moves doing a much more damage to Slowking than what Slowking did to Haxorus. Mr. Rhyme's going to go with a Psych Up. So it's only copying Appleton's stat changes. We get a Blizzard now coming from Appleton. Mr. Rhyme avoids the attack. Appleton will get that Blizzard though to hit Slowking. Not very effective, however. Slowking is being chipped away at. Slowking responds with a Hydro Cannon. And again targeting Haxorus. Much more successful with the damage being done, even though that wasn't very effective. Haxorus being taken down into the red. Haxorus is going to look to respond with something. If it can get off a physical type move, goes with a Flare Blitz. Surely it's going to want to go for Mr. Rhyme to do more damage to. Goes for Slowking though, and it eliminates Slowking, so Slowking has been eliminated with that not very effective move from Haxorus. There is recoil damage being done to Haxorus, but Haxorus can hold on. Mr. Rhyme though has the ability. Take down Haxorus, goes with the Endeavor, but goes for Appleton, so it's not going to do a great deal of damage to the Dragon Grass type. Appleton now is going to go with the Brick Break. Decent amount of damage to Mr. Rhyme. And Starmie now comes out for the Saffron Psychics. Starmie coming on the field with that impressive 115 speed and 100 special attack. Haxorus is going to go with that Slam. Mr. Rhyme avoids the attack, however. Stamy's going to go with a fissure, but it does not hit. That one-hit KO move, low percentage chance of hitting, does miss Haxorus. Get a multi-attack now coming from Mr. Rhyme. And this will go for Appleton again. Decent damage to Appleton, who's still in the green. Appleton responds with an Accelerator. Targeting Stamy, it's not going to do a great deal of damage though. As always, in our description below, we have a link to our Google Doc containing the ladder, fixture stats, and team rosters. Haxorus is still in the battle. He's going to go with a Fusion Bolt. If it goes for Stamy, it's going to be super effective. But goes for Mr. Rhyme and actually eliminates Mr. Rhyme anyway. Amazing work there by Haxorus, eliminating the first two Pokemon from the Saffron Psychics. Get a speed swap now coming from Stamy, and it's going to swap its speed with Haxorus. Which is fantastic, as Haxorus had boosted its speed stat. So Stamy should go back to being the quickest Pokemon on the field. We get a Rain Dance now coming from Appleton. So we'll begin to see that rain pour onto the field. On top of that misty terrain, it will start to rain, but the misty terrain has just disappeared. Fourth Pokemon now coming out for the Saffron Psychics, and it's Slowbro in its Galarian form. So it's a Poison Psychic type, whereas the Cantonian form is a Psychic Water type. Haxorus now going with the Scorching Sands. Target Stamy. Continuing to chip away at Stamy there. Get a Tri-Attack now coming from Stamy. And it's going to target Haxorus. This should finish it off. And it does. Haxorus has been eliminated by Stamy. Fantastic for the Saffron Psychics to prevent Haxorus' momentum from continuing to build. We get a Sucker Punch from Appleton, but it does fail. Fire Punch now coming from Slowbro. Only does regular damage to Appleton thanks to its Dragon typing, preventing it from being super effective. Drampa is going to come back out to the field for the Malie Draconids. Drampa has that 135 special attack, so it can do some amazing damage. Slowbro has a 100 attack and special attack, so a little bit well-rounded. Flame Charge now coming from Stamy, going straight for Drampa. Not very effective, however, but it will boost Stamy's speed again. Corrosive Gas coming from Drampa, so it's going to corrode everybody's Leopard Berries, as every Pokemon in the Elite Challenge League does hold on to a Leopard Berry. Appleton now, with a very low 30 speed stat. Slowbro avoids the attack. Slowbro also having that 30 base speed, goes with a Submission. Targets Drampa and eliminates Drampa. Very impressive, super effective move there by Slowbro. Unbelievable. Gets that recoil damage, but still, what a hit on Drampa. Making the level very even now, with 2 eliminated from each side. Altaria now coming out for the Malie Draconids. Altaria having that 105 special defense. Stamy now is going to go with a Volt Tackle. Goes for Appleton. Not very effective, but it will leave Appleton with that paralysis, slowing it down even more, potentially preventing Appleton from doing any damage. Altaria now with an opportunity to respond, goes with Shift Gear, so it's also going to boost its stats like Haxorus did earlier on in the battle, raising that speed drastically, as well as boosting that attack stat. Slowbro now goes with a Leaf Storm. And it's going to target Altaria. It's not going to do a great deal of damage, however. And in the process, it actually lowers Slowbro's special attack. Sadly, Appleton can't shake off that paralysis either. Altaria now. It's going to go with the Darkest Lariat. It's going to target Stamy, but looks of it's going to be super effective, and it eliminates Stamy. Very, very impressive hit there by Altaria to eliminate Stamy from this battle. It's the 3rd elimination now being done by the Malie Draconids. Slack off by Slowbro. So Slowbro will restore some health. Appleton's going to go with a Magma Storm. This will do more damage to the Galarian Slowbro than what it would the Cantonian Slowbro. Not a great deal of damage though, but that Magma Storm will continue to do damage to Slowbro throughout the turns. Fifth Pokemon now is going to come out for the Saffron Psychics, and it's Alakazam. Alakazam having an amazing 120 speed, as well as that 135 special attack. It has the ability to wipe out Pokemon in one move, before they even get a chance to hit. Altaria, though, having already boosted its speed, is going to go with Brine. They continue to target Slowbro, taking it below its 50% mark, taking it into the yellow. Stun Spore doesn't affect Appleton because it's already paralyzed. Got a Zap Cannon now, but Appleton avoids that attack, and Appleton shakes off the paralysis. And it's going to go with a Heavy Slam. And it looks like it's going to target Slowbro as they continue to chip away with the Galarian form. That Magma Storm also doing decent damage to Slowbro. You have to think this is potentially Slowbro's last turn, if not its second last. Get a Seismic Toss now coming from Altaria. And it's going to target Alakazam. Very good hit. Alakazam with a chance to respond. It's going to go with a double hit, but Altaria avoids the attack. Slowbro now going with a Flying Press. A dual type move being fighting and flying. Goes for Altaria. It's not very effective still. And Appleton again suffers from that paralysis. There's that Magma Storm doing damage to Slowbro. So Slowbro is definitely on its last limbs here. This will be the last turn we see from Slowbro. Altaria, quickest Pokemon on the field, goes with the Whirlpool. And it targets Slowbro, looking to get the elimination point for itself, and it doesn't. Slowbro actually holds on with that 1 HP remaining. Get a Taunt now coming from Alakazam. Targeting Appleton. Slowbro now with its last opportunity to make its mark in this battle, and it's going to go with a close combat. Targeting Appleton, and it's very well done because it actually eliminates Appleton from the battle. So amazing work there by Slowbro, as it knows it's about to be eliminated from this battle. Now out comes Dracovish. So surprisingly, Slowbro didn't take any damage with that 1 HP remaining, so it's gonna have to take the hit. Altaria is gonna go first again. Goes with that Heavy Slam. It's looking to finish off the job on Slowbro. And it will, and that's it. Slowbro has been eliminated by Altaria. Dracovish, having come onto the field, has that 100 base defense, has a 90 attack stat as well. Get a Rapid Spin now coming from Alakazam. Targeting Dracovish. It's going to boost Alakazam's speed in the process. Dracovish with an opportunity to respond, and it's going to go with Revenge. So it will get the boost from already being attacked. And it's not very effective on Alakazam, but that boost will help do more damage. Gallade now coming out for the Saffron Psychics. Gallade, a dual fighting Psychic type with its 125 base attack and 115 special defense. Guard Swap now coming from Alakazam. Switching with Dracovish. Altaria. It's going to go with Slam after having done the Heavy Slam, but Alakazam does avoid the attack. Now it's Gallade's opportunity, and it goes with the Fury Swipes. It's going to get 1 on Dracovish. Gets 2. Only gets 2 though, so it's not going to do a great deal of damage. Dracovish goes with the Wish. Going to see that beautiful shooting star come across the sky. See if that Wish takes effect in turns to come. As always, we also have our Instagram in the description below. Feel free to check that out for regular match updates. Getting an Eerie Impulse now from Alakazam. Targeting Altaria. So it will lower Altaria's special attack. Altaria with an opportunity to respond. And it's going to go with an Inferno, but Gallade then avoids the attack. Air Slash now being used by Delayed. Targeting Altaria. Just getting it down into the yellow. Dracovish with its opportunity is going to go with a Thunder Shock. And it's targeting Delayed. It's not going to do a great deal of damage. But Dracovish's wish will come true, so its HP has just gone back to full. Alakazam goes with a Flash Cannon. Targets Altaria. And Altaria's been taken into the red. This is Saffron Psychic's opportunity to capitalise if Gallade can finish off Altaria. Rock Polish coming from Altaria, so it's only going to boost its speed. So it's back to being the fastest Pokemon on the field, but this is Gallade's opportunity. This is what the Saffron Psychics need to get their first win of the season. Unfortunately, it goes with a Supersonic, and Altaria avoids the attack. Dracovish now goes with a Lunar Dance, which is perfect for the Saffron Psychics, as Dracovish just eliminates itself. Unbelievable. Does not help the Malie Draconids whatsoever. So their sixth and final Pokemon will come from the bench, and it's Flapple. Flapple being related to Appleton, who we saw previously in the battle. Flapple has that 110 attack stat. You'll be able to hear its wings flapping in the distance. Double hit now coming from Altaria. Goes for Alakazam and only needs to hit once. Alakazam has been eliminated. Gallade now, all by its lonesome, needs to do something. If it can eliminate Altaria, goes with a Sludge Bomb. Goes for Flapple and instantly almost puts it in the red. Flapple already been taken down to the yellow. Flapple responds with the Pain Split. So this is a brilliant move, and we have our 3-minute warning, only 3 minutes left in the battle. So Flapple restores some of its HP and takes Gallades down with that Pain Split. Altaria has its opportunity now. It goes with a Crush Claw. Very amazing hit on Gallade. Gallade almost being eliminated. Gallade needs to hit hard, and it goes with a Hydro Pump. And it targets Flapple again. This time, barely doing any damage, and just taking it down into the yellow. Flapple with an opportunity, goes with Gear Up. It does sadly fail. Gallade just holding on. Altaria also in the red, and Flapple down in the yellow. The Draconids need to finish this before Gallade gets any hits out. We get a Memento though from Altaria. Altaria is going to eliminate itself just to lower the attack stats, the special attack stats of Gallade. Hopefully it's enough though, and this is our 2-minute warning. If we go into overtime, it doesn't matter because it will then just be a single battle still. Gallade has the advantage with the speed and goes with the Metal Sound. Flapple avoids the attack, however. Flapple needs to finish this. It goes with a Brave Bird. This will be super effective on Gallade's fighting typing. And a big hit, but that recoil damage, surely it won't finish it. Gallade has been eliminated. Flapple gets the recoil damage, but it's barely noticeable, so the Malie Draconids hold on for the victory with one Pokemon remaining. Fantastic for the Draconids, that's what they need, as they're currently equal, tied for 8th with the Rustboro Rockies, so they needed that win. Hopefully that can boost them up into the top 8. And hopefully they can continue that momentum next week when they host the Snow Point Frost in Malie City. Saffron Psychics, however, have lost their 5th straight battle of the season. That is terrible form. So hopefully when they go and actually challenge the Rustboro Rockies next week in Rustboro City, they can actually have a better performance, but only time will tell because the Saffron Psychics desperately need it, and they were so close this time. Closest they've ever been. Love that Darkest Lariat. Is a fantastic move, and the Rainmaker should be proud as the rain was going at that time. Unbelievable. Brilliant work there by Slowbro as well to take out a Pokemon before it's eliminated when it had 1 HP left. That was fantastic. Altaria doing very well to finish off Slowbro. Sadly, it hadn't finished it off in the previous turn. But the Saffron Psychics did well. Sadly, Dracovish eliminating itself. So Psychics again getting so close to a victory, but they just couldn't do it. That double hit from Altaria after having its stats boosted. But then using that Memento almost costing Draconids the game. You could feel the tension in the air, but amazingly they could hold on. and Flapple was able to finish it off with that very impressive break. But Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. And let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field. And as always, do remember that you are awesome. And I will speak to you guys next time.